Hello, and welcome back to our blind playthrough of Return of the Obra Dinn. This is going to be part number 8 of our playthrough, and thank you so much for being here. I always say at the end of my videos, if you made it this far, but if you've made it this far in this playthrough, I really appreciate you making it all the way to part 8. I've really enjoyed my time playing this game. This game is freaking awesome. The art, the music, the storyline, the way all of the um, characters, you piece together this story through all these memories, and you have to be so perceptive. In my last episode, if you watched that at the end, I probably seemed a bit frustrated, and I wanted to explain for sure that that's not really frustration with the game. I think the game is awesome, and I know a lot of people love this game. I was more frustrated with myself, and that I just wasn't able to put some of the pieces together. Specifically with some of the crewmates, the shipmen, the topmen. Some of those characters very difficult in knowing how to differentiate them. So I'm gonna get started. I am on 56 of 60 fates solved. A couple of things I'll talk about. First, I believe if we fill my feeling is the only way to get this last chapter unlocked, based on everything the game has told us and based on attempting to try and get it unlocked by leaving the boat a couple times, is we got to get these last couple fates solved that are solvable. So it'd be Zhonghai, Zathi, and the other one is after, I believe it is right here in part 1, Alfred Klestil. The other two fates are, I believe, unsolvable without this final chapter. So I would think once we fill out the rest of the chapters completely and have them 100% right, we can leave the ship again, and I'm really hoping that'll unlock the last chapter. Otherwise, I have no theories as to how to get the last chapter unlocked. There's nothing I've found that would open up the lazarette for us until we probably, assuming we get the last chapter, we start part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe we see what happens in the lazarette last. That's just kind of my working theory. But I want to go back to some of the characters. You know, they were somewhat educated guesses. You know, we had a lot of these characters narrowed down between the two Russian guys. We had the 3 Indian guys left, and then I think the 4 Chinese topmen, and then there were a couple other characters like Maba and a couple of the other topmen that were tough to 100% figure out. So we did make some, educated-ish guesses, but some of it was unfortunately something I said I didn't want to do, which was kind of, try and brute force some of the guesses. Which where I was at that point, I was just feeling like I was stuck, and I didn't know what I was looking for to potentially narrow them down. So in hindsight now, I wish I had maybe taken more time. I decided, because we got to this point, we filled it out, we knew who they were, even if it wasn't by us maybe deducing it. I did want to look and see what I missed. Like, is there something really big that I missed? And for those of you who have played this game, there's definitely something big. It's a big clue that's, I would say, pretty small to see. And thinking about myself and the way I am as a person, really generally, and then also just in games and whatever, my biggest struggle with puzzle games is I feel like I'm good at putting stories together. I'm good at doing physical puzzles and math puzzles. I'm really good at math puzzles. There's puzzles that I'm really good at, like, figuring out, but one of my biggest weaknesses is like perceptiveness and noticing very small details. There will be oftentimes, and this is just me, like in normal life, like my wife, I'll be looking for something, I'm like, I cannot find this, and it'll be right in front of my face. And I don't know, that might be similar to other people as well. It might be a man thing. It might be just just the type of person I am, but I do sometimes miss very small details that can be generally right in front of my face. So I did look up on the beginning of the book. I was curious because I was like, I need some help. So there was actually a really great website that lets you, I forget what it was, but it was like a wiki, but it was like designed to kind of help if you were stuck with finding certain characters, and like it would allow you, it would do the like, you know, on Reddit, I don't know if people have ever looked at Reddit, but like where you can hide information. So it had like, here's your clues, and it would have like, I don't know, for this character, 3, 4, 5 clues, and you could reveal them one at a time. And so it'd be like, this person hangs out with these Russian guys, or what, like it would basically give you. And so some of them were like, okay, yeah, I knew that. Like, for example, Solomon Said, it'd be like, how do you figure out who this guy is? Well, say, who is he with? He got sick. He they say this guy says his name, Saeed, in the memory. So it'd be something like that. So I looked up, I wanted to know how I could not get between the 3 different Indian guys. I really didn't know what I was looking for. So Renfred Rajib succumbed to a tragic illness. How were we able to? So by looking at those clues, I really wish I had noticed this, because let's see if we can find where Renfred is. Renfred should have been in the body bag. I think maybe over here. I think this is him. So there's a really big clue, and I'm pretty sure this is if I had noticed this, would have allowed me potentially to solve all the other crewmates that I was not sure on. It's a really important clue, and I just never noticed it, unfortunately. So here they are in their bunks. And I will say, this is also something I mentioned. I think I looked at the bunks, and I think I also looked in my book and was like, when I reread or re-got some of the, gosh, I was so close. When I hit the question, there was like a question mark here, and it kind of told you things you're looking for. It was like, look at the crew. Each crewmate has a number, and the number is important. I was like, shoot, did I just miss something completely with the numbers? I haven't seen the numbers anywhere. I don't know if there's people who have been watching this who haven't played the game. I'm sure people who have played the game were like, oh my god, you dumbass. But these freaking bunk beds, if you look closely, I can't see here, but if you zoom in and get real nice and close, there is a fat freaking number 51 on this guy's bunk bed. And this is the guy that was sick. So if we go, this guy, number 51, and that is going to give us Renfred Rajib. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god. No freaking way it was that right in my face. So then I'm looking at others. That's 54. We know that's Solomon Said, so we can narrow that down. They're in their correct bunk beds. There's no reason to assume that they're not. This guy has an X, so I don't know why he has an X. That's interesting. It doesn't actually show us for him if he's 52 or 53. So what I want to do is, I didn't really go any further than this. When I was looking, I was like, well, shoot, like this probably, I know there's a bunch of other bunk beds. There's probably some clues that we could use to determine who is who. So I wanted to take the first part of this video and go look at all the bunk beds and see if we could have deduced on our own who is who. Obviously, we know the answers now. So here's 53. We assume this guy is 50, the other 50, whatever number we're missing. So we've got 54. We had 51. So I would assume I would assume 53 is this guy. And if we go look on that, William Wasim is 53 William. That is 53. And that would fill in that 52 is Abraham. Yep. This would be 52. I don't know why he has an X, though. That's interesting. So this would be Abraham Akbar. And if we look, Abraham Akbar. So there we go. We could have solved the, and it would have been that easy. I just, like I said, I do not, sometimes things right in my own face. I will say, this is pretty, those are, like, I'm looking at them, I'm looking, like, at other things happening. Sometimes it probably was right in my face if I'm, like, right here. But, man, I think it's the art style that makes these little details really hard to notice. But it's so cool. Like, the art, I think that's the point of the art style is, like, you sometimes have to see through some of this, like, the shading and stuff, like, to try and make sense. Even, like, characters when they've died have been like, what is even happening to you right now? I can't tell with this art style, which is part of the fun of this game and makes it so unique. So, we've got them. Let's go check out the Russian guys. So we know these are our 3 Russian guys. I'm not gonna look at their names yet, but we've got them. I've kind of looked at them. But there are some bunk beds. Or not bunks, but hammocks. Did I say bunk beds? I don't know. I feel like I said bunk beds, but yeah, they're beds, they're hammock beds. So there are 3. You can actually even see, this is number 47. You can't see any of the others. Okay, so 47, they're not in their beds. 47. He has a bag. Is that a pipe? I do, it's been a few days since I played, but I do vaguely remember one of the guys on the boat, and I noticed he had a pipe in his mouth. So I would assume, I think it was this guy, if I remember right. This guy had a pipe. So let's say he is 47. And obviously, like, we would have gone back in the memory, we would have double checked that this guy's the one with the pipe, but 47, Alexei Toporov. 47, Alexei Toporov. Holy freaking crap. So that would have meant that we could have, since we already had Leonid Volkov because we knew he was a topman, that would have given us that the other guy was Alarkus Nikishin. 46, even though we don't have his number. Boom. Just like that, we would have had the Indian guys, we would have had the Russian guys narrowed down. So we would have basically been, I think there would have been some of these English seamen. There were a couple of them that I think kind of just more or less put down their name and they ended up being right. And then the topman, which would have been Maba, Lewis Walker, the Chinese topman, and I think the other one was Timothy Butement. Let's see if there's anything else we can see with some of these. Okay. So we had, so we got some over here. You can actually see the number here, 36. All you can really most of these guys, all you can see are like their feet dangling. Is there anything else? It's not super helpful. There's also, so you got 41, 40, 39, 59, 38. 38, 39, 40, 41. Who are those guys? 38 through 41. Oh, those are our Chinese topmen altogether. And then who was it? 50... 59? It's George Shirley. How did we figure out who George Shirley was? I think I might have just assumed he was one of the Englishmen and put... Is he, like, under at all? What's down there? Is that just part of the cannon? Okay. Not sure about those guys. What numbers are these guys? 58, 57, 55, 56? So 55 through 58. Okay. These are the seamen. Sierra Leone, Henry Brennan. We already had Henry Brennan. Patrick O'Hagan, we knew could have been one of a couple guys. So it's basically Booth and Hamadou Diom. And all I'm seeing are... I mean, all I see are their boots, but there's nothing really distinguished about them, in my opinion. Who's this guy? 36? 36 would be Omid Gul. Okay. I feel like we kind of narrowed him down because he did look like he would be kind of Persian. Can't see these guys. And all we have left are these two. So we've got... This guy's got his arm. 37? Oh, shit. He's got a tattoo. Hanging off his arm. 37 was... Timothy Butement. The Scottish guy. Oh, gosh. This dude, who I did not think he was Scottish. Holy crap. I still stand by his accent did not seem Scottish to me. The one word he says, or 2 words he says. 42 is Nicholas Botterill, which is this guy. Okay, so we knew him from a different memory. So I'm assuming we would have had to find this tattoo on him. Is there anybody else? I'm not really sure how you're supposed to tell these guys still from this. If this is in fact like what you're supposed to use. Okay. Is there anything else unique about them? I kind of want to just go like look at these guys' shoes and see if you can actually, in any of their memories that they are in, if you could tell any difference, but I don't know, that seems difficult. Let's look at the memory of this one. I want to look at the Scottish guy and see if he has the tattoo on his... Bruh, his tattoo's right there. Damn, I never noticed that.
Let's lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. Give it up.
That's wild. But still, his accent does not sound Scottish to me. I really thought he was one of the Chinese topmen. And just his look, honestly, like, a lot of this game is like you're having to deduce people based on their look and their accents and stuff, and yeah, he just did not strike me. So that's one of the few that I would have like a complaint about, where I'm like, I feel like his accent could have been a little stronger, but the tattoo, that's pretty cool. That's like a very small detail into figuring him out. So let's go check. Let's go check this and see if we can figure anything out with these guys. So he's got kind of like moccasins on. He kind of looks like he has moccasin looking things too. And then he looks like, I don't know. Just look darker. Those look lighter. Maybe they're like, maybe it's color. Those look kind of white. His look really dark. And his look kind of dark, but like very short. These look more like bigger boots, like whole shoes instead of moccasins, kind of like our guy on Maba. Well, I'm just assuming it has to be about the tattoos, but I honestly had no clue where the tattoos were gonna be from. Is the other Chinese guy here? No, it's the Russian. Where's the other Chinese topman? This guy, I feel like he is a Lewis Walker, probably a process of elimination character. Based on the fact I didn't see him sleeping down there. What am I looking for? Because we would have had the 4 topmen, or the 4 Chinese topmen. We had Nicholas Botterill done. We had Leonid Volkov. So it would have been down to Lewis Walker, Maba. We would have gotten Timothy Butement from the tattoo. Omid Gol. So we would have been between Maba and Lewis Walker. And I guess you could just go, well, Maba's probably the one with the tattoos. And then Lewis Walker's the English dude. Who else was there that we were not sure on? Maybe some of these guys. George Shirley and Alexander Booth. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're supposed to look at shoes for those guys. I'm gonna go back and look underneath real quick because I want to see if there's any like anything else that's telling about their feet or their shoes. Could be their legs too, like their high leg. They all. He's kind of got like. He's got his pants rolled up a little higher. He's got like socks almost on. This guy's got his pants a little higher. We're wearing more of like a. I don't know the term, but. That's crazy deduction though. I got the wrong side. Ship gets confusing. Actually, I was on the right side. Just down a level. There we go. What if we did... I wonder if you can see more of these guys in there. Okay, no. No one else is sleeping. They're put away.
They must have picked it up in the last days.
So it'd have been all here. Let's look at these guys. Darker shoes. More like full shoes instead of moccasins. Leg showing. This guy, I can't see shit. Darker again. Is there one with like lighter ones down here? This guy's got nothing showing. I don't see any differences. Oh, here we go. Oh, this guy. They all really look the same to me. I guess, like, flat. Are they? Could it be about being flat shoes or not? I can't tell about the heel. Like, are they flats or are they? Because these have a little bit of like a platform. His kind of look like they do too. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know. That's crazy to me. These other ones make sense. But, I'm still not sure what else you could use to tell. If this is... Maybe this isn't right. But at this point, if you know the answer, I am going to be very direct in this. If you would like to tell me how you were supposed to tell the differences between the 4 Chinese top men, you can tell me in the comments. I'm past this point. I really am not sure what you were actually supposed to be looking for. If it was the shoes or something else, or this is not even the correct memory, but I thought that that would probably make sense, that these numbers, once I learned that the numbers existed, that would probably get me enough to potentially solve everybody else, and it kind of has, but these 4 are still very, very tough, so. But very cool. That's a cool, I just didn't notice it. I wish I had. I would have had some really cool aha moments with some of these characters. That's a very cool hidden detail in this memory. This memory ends up being very important, and I did use it to try and kind of deduce these guys. Obviously the 4 Indian guys, but I had no clue what was actually hiding from me, including that tattoo. Crazy. Okay, so now that we have spent some time on that, I just wanted to look at it. Let's see if we can figure out what the heck is going on with the final guys that we just have not gotten yet. So what we have, the ship's steward, we have him as speared by a terrible beast, which I feel like he had the spear, like he had the spike coming out of him. I guess it could be spiked. Let's do spiked again. I feel like I've gone back and forth with spiked and speared with him so many times. And then the other one was... Where is he? Oh, he's after the Barkin. Alfred Clustill. Oh! The other thing is, I think I've been saying Boston right, so I'm sorry, or I've been saying the word wrong. So I apologize if that's been super bothersome, but I had a thought and I was like, I'm saying it wrong. Bosun? More like boat? Boat, or the bow? Bowson? No, it's Bowson. Not bosun. Bosson? Now I forget. Oh my god. What is it? I had looked it up because I was like, I've never heard that word before. Bosun. It's like the bow of the ship. A bosun. So I'm sorry if that is annoying. I can definitely understand when people mispronounce words and it being kind of annoying. But I never knew that I've never really heard of a bosun, what that is. These are our last couple characters. So I put he was torn apart by a terrible beast. His arm was off. It took me a long time to notice that his arm was completely off. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look at this other guy. I think he dies back here. Let's... we could... Yeah, we'll just start with where he dies and work backwards from there. So he's here. So he dies here. In this scene. He's crawling. Get to a safe spot where he's not going to be attacked. Oh my god. There's a gunshot. Oh. So he did get stabbed. I mean, he's been bleeding the whole way. He gets spiked, but he crawls down here. Oh, and he gets shot. Holy crap. By a gun. Oh gosh. Do we have to figure out who? Who is that? That's the... It's not the bosun, that's, It is the bosun, that's Alfred. That kind of looks like the bosun's mate. It's hard to tell from here, but... There's this first mate... Who is that? Oh, that looks like, ooh, the Persian Topman. Yeah, I'm gonna put, I think that looks like... That looks like the bosun's mate, Charles Minor. Because we knew that name for so long. Let's go! Oh my god, that one gave me so many troubles, and he was torn apart by a terrible beast. Okay. Oh, and there's the empty, like, those lines in between. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Oh, we did it. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. That makes me feel like we can leave now. And we will get the final chapter. How exciting. Oh. It's definitely bittersweet to, like, get to a point where you know the game is coming to an end. Especially such a cool game like this. But I am really excited to see what happened in this final chapter. Because I feel like we've been walking around this ship for a while. Trying to deduce. And my theory is he made a deal. This is what I'm thinking. What I'm sticking with. Is he made a deal with some sort of sea devil. I would call it Davy Jones to get, and he gave something up, but I don't know what he gave up. Did he give up his own steward? Did he give up the third or I think it's the third mate? Third mate, Martin Perot. Did he sacrifice them? And then what is this? This is a shell? This is... What is the treasure? Those things I'm not so sure, but... I guess we can leave. But that's what I'm sticking with. He made some sort of a deal. Maybe he had his own wife, like Abigail. Maybe, like... Well, no, she died right at the end. But maybe that's why she died. I don't know. I do not know. But let's, goodbye, Obra Dinn. Officially, I think.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
Sir. Let's go. Hopefully the doctor, I didn't open my journal today, but... Henry Evans. Hopefully he will send us the final chapter. 1 week later. Insurance assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn, victim of calamitous events at sea. Okay, do we need to go through all these again? Do you feel like they were accurate? Total claim 29,285 pounds. Or euros. I'm actually not sure. Okay. Come on, baby. Give us the final chapter. Pocket watch remains in your possession. I think that statement's interesting. That like no matter what, the pocket watch remains in your possession. Why? And what could we possibly use it moving forward? I guess for this final chapter? Or is there going to be a sequel? I don't know. 1 year later, okay, we've seen all this before. Now I'm getting nervous. Just a minute. Is the time... Okay, I have to go back and look at the time. But you know how on the pocket watch, it shows what memory you're about to go into? This almost looks like it's pointing at 8-1?
Can you believe it? A package at this hour?
Or no, not 8-1, 10-1.
Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside.
Oh, it's much different. It's a package.
I'm turning in now.
Thank you.
Tea's in the kitchen if you need.
Oh, okay. Hell yes. Okay. I don't know. I was just looking at that. It reminded me of when I noticed that the pocket watch had the... based on the chapter and then what memory. So this is 10-1? I forget. Can't look at our journal anymore, but okay. We're getting information on the missing chapter. Let's go. That might have just been coincidence or not actually the right time, but... Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. We got the book back! As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. I feel like this version of the letter was a little colder. Okay. What's this? Something dreadful, like piece of dead body? Oh. What is that? It looks like a hand, like, clenched. Is it part of one of the creatures? Bring it out, bring it out. Oh, should we check this real quick? This tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. Henry Evans. Okay. What chapter are we going to? That's what I want to check. I think it's 8, the bargain. Okay. So that doesn't fit that. That looks more like a 10-1, but okay, before we do this, I've got to use the bathroom. I need to be like focused for this last part, so I'm gonna pause. BRB. All right, let's freaking do this. Are we ready? The final chapter. The missing chapter. It's a hand. Is it a hand of one of those
There you are.
murder people?
Collect your things
that door? Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go. Right.
Oops.
You go. What are you up to? Nothing good.
What? Who was that? The cap? Oh! It's Henry Evans, the doctor. Wait. He shot the monkey? Wait, and he's dead. The third mate. What? Why did Henry Evans shoot the monkey? Did the monkey... I'm confused. Okay. The monkey was important. Was the monkey in charge the whole time? Or is this just his way to be able to track the memory? In the Lazarette, part 5. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion. A sacrifice in the pursuit of knowledge. So did he kill the monkey so that he could revisit the memory? Is that why? Because he couldn't get in? I don't figure out who's speaking. Oh. That's the first mate steward. Okay. He's talking to him. That's the other voice. So he says, the first mate steward says, there you are, collector things. Where's the key? To that door? Gone. Damn. So in time, we need to go. Right. In you go. I think maybe he's putting his monkey in? What are you up to? Nothing good. Ah, weird. Okay. Oh, snap. Well, who do we want to know first? I guess it'll probably choose for us, but... Oh, and the treasure's in here. So, I think he killed the monkey. I'm assuming I'm just walking into this. Okay. So he could use the
A third shell.
book and the...
Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out.
So
To the main deck.
they're trying to release them.
Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. In return, the ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
Turn. That's the steward that makes it out. That's steward doesn't make it out. They carry it out. So it's in this, like, the lazarette, I guess, is like where they can keep things alive, essentially. In water. I'm really not sure what a lazarette actually is, but I'm assuming Martin Perot, Meant an Unknown Fate. I'm assuming he was Davy James because he lives on. He gets killed, yeah, when they're trying to escape with these two and the doctor. I thought Henry Evans, like, killed somebody, and then he killed the monkey, and I was like, wait, what? Okay. So I'm still confused what the captain did. Oh, shit.
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
Oh. He went down and... Okay, so he wasn't making a deal. He was... attempting to kill them all. There's his steward. Holy shit. But he does kill some of them. At least. Captured beast fought against its jailer and was speared for the trouble. Withdraw the Kraken or I'll kill you all. He's the only one present. Oh, okay. I guess we'll just do the next memory. Do the next memory. Oh, another one. So they captured them, but they weren't all
Call it
dead.
off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
It is a Kraken, by the way, not a giant squid. Officially. Kraken. Always just calling it a giant squid, but it's the fucking Kraken. Damn. He just came in and just blasted them all. I thought he would have made a deal. But I'm not sure that the captain's the one who actually saved them then. Or got it to leave. Might have been the second mate. Or the third mate. And unholy creature's defiant shrieks were greeted with a fatal bullet. Okay, we're about to be on the final part of the entire thing. So Martin Perot. This is a really long part. The main deck, throw it over, lock the door when you leave. Get the tail boy. In return, the ship to Obra Dinn. See it home. It's almost like he sacrificed himself to save the ship. Nobody on board. He said the Obra Dinn. So the ship made it home without anybody alive on board. Like, he got the stewards to take it and release it with the shell. I gotta revisit that memory, but... Okay, assuming he dies here. The final part of the entire book. So this one he gets thrown in here.
What's this? Quicksilver. Herre min Gud!
Got it. So he reached in the chest and pulled out the treasure and says Quicksilver. Which I feel like Quicksilver is like a dangerous metal. Why does he call it Quicksilver? What is... I'm looking this up. What is actually Quicksilver? The liquid metal mercury. Okay. Yep. I thought it was a poisonous metal. Yeah. That's liquid mercury. And it's, I'm sure, poisonous. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So does he reach in and get... I mean, he grabs the shell. So I'm assuming the reason the doctor shoots the monkey is because he could never get in and he wanted to... someone, whether that's him or me, be able to use the pocket watch on the hand of the monkey to get back access into this memory. So, did he burn? No. Eaten electrocute expired. Suicide? No. Guess I'm not sure what the answer is here. The only ones that really make sense are poisoned, potentially, or like burned. You know? Okay. That's right, we can't just walk around the ship.
Collect your things.
Where's the key?
To that door. Gone.
Damn.
There's no time. We need to go.
Right. Here you go. Nothing good.
Dang. The monkey had to be sacrificed. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in pursuit of knowledge. Okay. And then Martin Perot. I'm going to go back, but I'm assuming he just got speared by them. By the... Let's rewatch this part.
A third shell. The captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift it. Stop! Why? Well, set you free.
I think he gets spiked by it.
Give it a shell. Do it.
Yes, I mean, he's got the spikes right there. He was trying to help them, and they...
To the main deck. Throw it over. Look forward.
That one seems pretty clear. It's done! Obra Dinn solved the entire book. Wow. So he was burned. Philip Dahl. Oh, yay! crazy. We have completed it. I guess what's next? Close the book and find out, but yeah, then I'll hold my final thoughts.
Get the tail, boy.
We gotta leave the memories. Weird. Oh, we're getting up. We did it. Oh, wow. Just sliding into the bookshelf. Another investigation completed. The true ending. Great job, Lucas Pope. For my dad. Special thanks. I like the Taiwanese language consulting, like they had localization management, German localization, like they got people who like truly knew French, words of magic, Brazilian Portuguese localization, Russian localization. They got people who understood those cultures and what would actually make sense. Wow. What a cool game. I'd say we probably got like 75 to 80% of the crewmates, somewhere around there. I mean, 45 out of 60, I would say like 45 to 50 of them probably without having to guess or like make educated guesses. So character voicing, nice. Really good voice actors. I mean, it's all voice acting, which is really impressive. Okay, like I did all 3 of those. I assume that there would be characters that people who had multiple characters that were done by the same voice actor, but there's actually a lot of voice actors. Good variety. Music was awesome. The Formosans. Yeah, what a game. So unique. I will 100% recommend this game to anyone who likes puzzle games, mysteries, unique storytelling. This is really one of the more unique games in general that I've ever played, and so enjoyed it. I know I got a little frustrated last time because I missed a very big clue. That's on me, not on the game. It was right there the whole time. I'm not quite sure about the Chinese guys. Again, Chinese topmen, if anyone would like to explain that, how they were actually figure it out. I couldn't quite understand what the differences with them were through the bunks. Thank you for playing, yes. But such a cool game. Art style, the music, really enjoyed my time playing this game. Return of the Obra Dinn. It definitely has become one of my, I would say one of my favorite puzzle games, for sure. This was super cool, and I enjoyed really my entire time on the Obra Dinn. I would love to see some sort of a sequel or just a game done in this similar style from these creators, Lucas Pope. Like, great job. I'd love to see another game that uses these same sort of style and same kind of like mystery of trying to piece together, you know, obviously maybe in a different setting, a different time, obviously different characters, but very cool, and bring back some banging music like this. But I really appreciate anyone who has watched this entire playthrough of Return of the Obra Dinn. Again, very cool, unique game. I think that's just the word that describes it the best, like unique. I've never seen any game that quite is like this, and that's hard to do in this day and age, is to create something that's entirely unique on itself. So I know this game, a lot of people love it. It'll definitely be one where I'm gonna go now, watch other people play this game, because I want to see how their brain processes certain things and how many people see the numbers on the beds and how many people don't see the numbers. But what a cool game. As always, if you made it through this video, if you've made it through this entire playthrough, I really thank you for being here through this whole time. It's been a real pleasure, and I really appreciated everyone watching, commenting. If you have been watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, I would so appreciate a subscription. If you'd like to see me play more games blind, that is kind of what that's what I love to do. I love to play these games blind as much as possible. And it's hard to do that in this day and age with just how much information there is out there about games and spoilers and whatnot. So if you have recommendations on games that you would love to see me play, some of your favorite games, if you'd love to see me play them blind, I would definitely put them on my list of games to play if I haven't played them before. So anyways, I guess this is the end of this. Sad to see Return of the Obra Dinn go, but it's been a true pleasure, and I hope to see all of you in another video sometime soon. Bye.